basketball fans. You've got it on 2K Sports as we get set to bring you exciting NBA action. This is Brian Anderson with Clark Kellogg and Grant Hill, and giving us the rundown from the sidelines, reporter Allie LaForce. Now that we're into November, let's see how the Eastern Conference standings are shaking out. You take a look at the Celtics. Here in the early going, they're in 8th place.
Well, for the Celtics, their slow start has revealed some of this team's problems. Problems that we didn't really know they had.
Neither did I, but clearly they're not the dominant force we thought they'd be. They've got some kinks to work out for sure.
Let's check out Minnesota's starting lineup. DiVincenzo and Edwards are the backcourt. McDaniels at the 3 with Randall at the 4. And it's Gobert in at the 5 spot. And for Boston, White and Brown are the wingmen. Then there's Peyton Pritchard, and it's Queta in at the 5. When it comes to this time of the season, Grant, what are teams most focused on?
Well, B.A., it's getting the defense in order. That's a priority. An offensive system can take some time to perfect, but a team has to sort out its defensive identity early.
Edwards outside. DiVincenzo down to 5 on the shot clock. Brown with the steal. Hits a 3-on-3 fast break. McDaniels with a steal. Here's Edwards. No good on the shot. And here are the Celtics. Outside Pritchard from deep. Good. And Brown gets the assist.
Yeah, what vision from Brown. Spotted the opening on the perimeter while he's inside.
And we're joined now by Shams Charania. He's calling in with a story. Good to have you, Shams. What's going on?
Well, thanks. The Celtics this summer trading Drew Holiday for Anthony Simons, a player almost a decade younger. And Simons' deep threat capability is definitely a fit for the way the Boston Celtics like to play, especially now moving forward. He can fit in defensively. He could be a long-term contributor, guys.
He's more than capable. Okay, Shams, thank you. And Chris Finch wants a timeout. Coach taking this moment to speak to his guys, maybe alter some of the game plan. Mike Connolly's checked in for Anthony Edwards. 1:49 left in the first quarter of the game. DiVincenzo on the wing. Pass to Randall. Back to Conley. 6 on the shot clock. Brown with the steal. Fast break. Here come the Celtics. 16 feet out. Pulled the shot a little left. The bounce goes his way, though.
Hey, the defense has no answer for Jaylen Brown. I mean, when he's dribbling the ball, his teammates know they're in good hands.
Grant, the thing about Jaylen Brown, he doesn't need a lot of space to get his shot off.
You know, B.A., he has a quick release and rises high on his jumper. Has a great up fake and can stop on a dime. Usually all the space he needs to find his shot.
And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Pritchard. And Boston with some changes. Hauser comes in for Walsh, and Simon has subbed in for White. 2 on the clock, and the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. And how about we check the numbers for Jaden McDaniels?
And he's had a rough past 5 games. He's had trouble finding his offensive rhythm and just hasn't been as effective as he. But this is something all players go through, and I'm sure he'll fight his way back.
Boston's gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far. Here's Brown. Perfect night so far, 2 for 2.
Working to get the high percentage bucket. Nicely done that time by Brown.
Now, if you're just tuning in, we've played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. The 3, DiVincenzo. Queta pulls it in. Boston leading by 5. 20 seconds left in the first quarter. To the inside. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. Rudy Gobert picks one up.
I don't mind that. I mean, they met him at the rim and temporarily prevented the point.
Old school D right there. Just telling them no easy layups. It's as simple as that. And that's what you expect from them.
And he makes both free throws. There's 14 seconds left in the first quarter. Pass to Reed. Miller on the wing. Randall with it. And that concludes the first quarter of play. It's the Celtics. They lead by 7. And we'll get the second quarter underway. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we played through one quarter of action so far. All right, guys, what do you think about the Celtics here in this one?
They're off to a rock-solid start. They brought a well-thought-out plan into this one.
Yeah, you know what? Makes it really easy for the coaching staff in that case. No adjustments needed. Just keep on keeping on.
On the court for Minnesota. Randall at power forward with Reed at center. Then it's Miller. Then there's Mike Conley. And it's Shannon in at the shooting guard position. Simons passes to Gonzalez. And a lot of spot-up shooters now, adding a one-dribble pull-up three to the repertoire.
Yeah, when you have defenders selling out to contest that catch and shoot, you got to reload, relocate, and let it fly. It's a valuable counter for those long-distance specialists.
Boucher outside. Lets the three fly. Again, the miss by Boston. Timberwolves trail by 7. And out of bounds, Boston will have it. Here we have the teams that really hustled for those second chance looks the last 10 games. Fourth, Boston.
Well, you love the attack mindset on the glass. They've imposed their will physically.
And so Brown will bring it up for the Celtics. They haven't allowed any points in the second quarter. And so Joe Mazzulla calls a timeout. He'll take the opportunity to regroup. We are now into November, so let's check in on the standings in the Western Conference. Taking a look at Minnesota, currently 7th in the conference, hoping to string together some more wins.
Seeing where the Timberwolves are, they've had that kind of mixed start that we've come to expect. Nothing that would indicate they're in for any kind of special season.
And, you know, perhaps with a roster move or two later on, they can start to break out of that pattern.
There's the triple. It's rebounded by Minnesota. Last game matched up with the Thunder. Tough loss there.
Yeah, we know that on the road, you're already a little out of your element. Then the misses from the line become contagious.
And, you know, one of the things about missing free throws is not only are you not getting points yourself, but it allows the other team to maintain momentum or keep a rally going.
All right, let's turn our attention to the sidelines for the latest on Anthony Edwards. Allie, take it away.
Hey there. Well, Minnesota's head athletic trainer gave me an update. He let me know that it's a strained hip, which causes plenty of soreness and shooting pain in that area. It seems the issue may not be so serious as they're allowing a return to action. I'll give you updates as I get them.
Okay, Allie, thanks for the update. Good to get that information.
You know, for better or worse, life brings these kinds of challenges, and they aren't pleasant. We know he's up to it, though. He'll respond and move forward in a positive way.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Thanks a lot, B.A. Derek White is an impact player, but is he a star in this league? White said, "I'm not into labels. I just know whatever the team needs, I'm ready to do it. And what does this team want from him?" He said, "Be aggressive, don't defer." And hearing that from great players, it just gives you confidence. B.A.?
An impact player. Thank you, Allie. And here's Brown for three. Another miss by Brown.
A chilly quarter for him offensively, trying to get warmed up.
Right side Reed. Pass to Miller. And out of bounds. The Celtics will take it.
Number 11,
3 minutes of action thus far in the second. And so it's Boston closing out this quarter with a 7-point lead. Really mucking it up on defense. Active hands, multiple efforts, forcing turnovers. We'll be right back with you shortly.
Welcome, everybody. The story tonight has been a solid showing through the first half for the Boston Celtics.
they've been patient, not allowing the other teams to speed them up, just making the plays that are there.
Yeah, protecting the lead by All right, fellas, time now to take a look at these early season standings in the East.
Checking out the Celtics, they've been one of the bigger disappointments so far.
That's it for us. Thanks for tuning in.
And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast thus far. We're halfway through the game. Wow, it's been quite a game for Jaylen Brown.
He's been so disruptive defensively in the first half. His fast hands pick plenty of pockets.
Well, I thought it was a great defensive performance for him so far. He's aware, he's alive, he's alert, quick to react to everything that's going on around him. Can't do it much better than that.
Their backcourt, Pritchard and White. Then it's Jaylen Brown, and it's Queta in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And that's the group for Joe Mazzulla as we begin the second half. The Timberwolves making it to their second straight Western Conference Finals last year, Clark.
Yeah, you know, what impressed me the most, I think, was making it last year as a 6th seed, gelling down the stretch of the season. They struggled for a good part of the season, but the last third or so of the season, they really came together. Just did not have quite enough to make it to the final.
Timberwolves trail by 9. Edwards, the pass to DiVincenzo. Outside Edwards. Top of the key jumper, no good.
Clean look from mid-range. Coach will probably want to run that play again.
And here's Brown for 3.
Just hasn't found much consistency from the floor, but his teammates have picked up the slack.
Pass to Edwards. Shoots over White. And it's out of bounds to Minnesota. And with a break in the action, here's a look at the shooting guards who have been putting on a passing clinic and chalking up the assists this year. Number 5 is Derek White.
Yeah, and this is a group that really appreciates effective ball movement. They can create for themselves or anyone else on the floor.
Yeah, I think you've got to attribute it to the unselfish attitude that each of them has. I mean, sure, they're going to attack and make sure they get their points, but they get just as much satisfaction in racking up assists, too.
And so Joe Mazzulla decides to call a timeout. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan.
Opponent field goal percentage, 4th in rebounding, and they place in the top 5 in steals, using their length to get into passing lanes, using quick hands to frustrate the opponents.
And you talked about how stout this club is. They take pride in how they play on the defensive end. Great communicators. Just over 1.5 minutes have passed in the third quarter.
Gobert denying that chance at the rim. The stifled tower doing his thing.
All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Thanks a lot, guys. Well, the Celtics have a great 1-2 punch with Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum. Tatum said, JB always starts the game really aggressive. I'm a naturally laid-back guy. I kind of see things out first, and then I can essentially take over when I need to. We have found that balance. Back to you.
A dangerous duo. All right, Allie, appreciate the report. And that one's good.
Outstanding concentration that time by White on the take. Played through the contact and scored.
Randall, pass to McDaniels. Inside. Strong finish by Gobert.
Good play call and good execution. The offense running on all cylinders.
Outside Pritchard. Nice ball movement by Boston. Walsh. And he can't extend the lead to double digits.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
Edwards with some muscle.
Boy, how about the strength of Edwards? Confident at taking on defenders and finishing.
About 3 seconds between the shot clock and the game clock. Brown, no good.
You kind of wonder where his head's at. The shot selection hasn't been there. And, of course, that one was just crazy.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Anthony Edwards. That's his first foul.
And great job to establish position and square up.
Excellent example of toughness and physicality on defense. Got his nose right in the middle of things and made a play.
There's the three. And it's Gobert with a rebound. Gobert's got 5 rebounds tonight. Oh! Edwards packs it home.
Big time two-hand slam.
And right on top of the defender, too. That's got to feel good.
Yeah, that was a tough, gritty, sandpaper-like finish.
It's still anybody's game as we reach the end of 3. It's the Celtics. They lead by 3. And fourth quarter basketball will be coming your way on 2K Sports right after this. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, just shredding the defense with that feed. Zero chance to stop that.
Yeah, that's just a brilliant read of the defense. I mean, it was also excellent anticipation of the movement of his teammates before the pass. Just great harmony on all sides.
We've reached the fourth quarter in what has been a very competitive game. Should be an exciting finish. So for Minnesota right now, Randall and Gobert are in the middle. DiVincenzo and Edwards in the backcourt. And it's McDaniels in at the 3, the small forward. All right, guys, what's your take on the hustle stats for Boston?
You have to be a fan of the energy they've played with on the defensive end. Active hands and feet, and it's come up big a few times for them.
And I've also noticed how opportunistic they've been off turnover, doing a really good job taking advantage of the opponent's mistakes.
They set the pick. Jacks up a 3. Nope. Timberwolves trail by 5.
A superstar-level talent for sure. Anthony Edwards is awesome, but I like his competitive spirit as much as his skill.
Shooting for Minnesota.
The first one falls.
Edwards. 2 shots.
So he gets them both.
There are not many players you'd rather have at the line there. Those free throws were huge.
Brown on the wing. 1 minute in now in the fourth quarter. Now White. Clock at 4. Ready off the pass. He lays it in.
Great lead pass, anticipating where his man was going to be, not where he was.
DiVincenzo on the wing, defended by Pritchard. Outside Edwards. 20 feet out. Brown pulls down the board. Celtics lead by 5. Here's Pritchard. Outside Brown. Let's loose for 3.
And Brown is a guy who is hunting contact. Defenders have to be more cautious around him when they're defending.
And Joe Mazzulla has called timeout. And coach didn't want to take any chances in this situation, which is why he called the TO. Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Over the break, I listened in on Joe Mazzulla's huddle. He encouraged his guys to not hold back, saying, we can do this, but it's on us. We've got to go out there and be aggressive. So that's the plan coming out of the huddle. Back to you.
Appreciate the report, Allie. He makes the first of 3, and that increases the lead to 6.
Look, you've got to give Brown a lot of credit for his growth as a shooter. That wasn't something he did when he first got to the league. He put in a lot of work. He shoots it well from the floor and line.
And he misses the second attempt. One more coming here. And so he ends up making 2 of 3. And it's a 7-point game.
What makes Brown special is his blend of smarts and effort level. Not just an intelligent player, he also gives you a phenomenal amount of energy out there. The officials were right on top of that one.
clearly a foul. I mean, didn't give him any choice but to blow the whistle. I mean, you got to play without fouling.
Both free throws good from DiVincenzo.
Key makes. They needed all of them.
And so it's Brown with it. He brings it up for the Celtics. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Oh, no good on the layup.
He felt the defense on that attempt. Great rim protection.
Cleared away by White.
Rough start for him for sure. He needs to make a shot just to gain some confidence. Converts those at a high rate. Not that time.
And so they choose to intentionally foul.
Second team foul.
He hits the first one, and that increases the lead to 6. And he hits both free throws here, and it's a 7-point game.
Those free throws right there now give them a little bit of breathing room.
DiVincenzo with it. Now guarded by Brown.
Tough break for the defense. I mean, he took the hit, but he didn't get the call.
Yeah, but he was late to get there, so the referee couldn't give him a free pass on that one.
DiVincenzo taking 2 shots.
Both free throws good from DiVincenzo. There's 39 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter of this one. Brown fires. Ooh, rise and fire.
They have a relentless mentality, even with the game in total control.
And, you know, until that final buzzer sounds, I mean, you've got to treat every possession like it's crucial.
Here's Randall. Ooh, nice setup for the slam.
A versatile guard, DiVincenzo is excellent at hitting his teammates in their spots.
And so we see a technical foul called here. They're going to get him for hanging too long on the rim.
You just got a little carried away. It can be hard for a young player to keep his passion in check. He's got to try to tone it down a little.
The free throw off from White. "15 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter, and he commits the intentional foul.
Second personal foul. Third team foul.
So the first one drops, and that increases the lead to 6.
At the line for 2.
So he gets them both, and it's a 7-point game. And the Timberwolves call time here. They're behind by 7. Your thoughts, guys?
Trying to extend this one, but it seems futile.
You know what? I'm sure crazier things have happened, or maybe not. It's a long shot, though.
Now DiVincenzo puts up the tray. So we see Boston get the win here. I'm sure they would have preferred a blowout victory, but a win's a win.
And it's so true, but you have to credit the crowd for giving them such a big boost toward the end.
Thank you very much. Jalen, you had it going. Can you talk about the confidence you had tonight?
I'm just trying to continue to show people what I can do, continue to get better. It's a long journey. It's a process. I still got a long way to go and a lot to learn, so I'm going to just keep going up.
It's all part of the journey. Thanks, Jalen.
All right, Allie, good stuff there. Thanks for that. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Clark Kellogg, Allie LaForce, and Grant Hill, this is Brian Anderson. And let's reveal our player of the game, Jaylen Brown.
I'm in the building